From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Wait, 20. Check, 53's mine. I know he ain't got it. 450.
Brady now on 1st down. Complete to Dorsett.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch twist. Hey, Haywood. Mike 5-4.
Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 52. Express. Hey, high 7. 52.
Throwing now is Carr. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
Monday, down. You want it? All day, dog.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Advancement down, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's trash. 49. Hey, 66.
Brady gives to Michel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Go Bandit! Regular!
On first down, Brady. That's complete to White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the ground is Michel, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Wait, 20! 53, Mike. We got it. Sugar!
On first and 10, here's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Hey, 20! 53! Ain't no such thing as a loss. 72!
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
He'll get it up the middle, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Out. Hey, check right 1. Check right 21. Let's go, D. 80 weapon. Check. Undercut. Right to 9. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, orbit. 52's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Michelle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 24, check 24.
Brady now on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down, check, 4 down. 6-6, pull it high. Showing it.
Brady will try again on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Watch the shift.
Michelle going to try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Cover. Sugar! Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Bravo. Check it. Reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Down. New 80. 52. Right down. Pick the edge. Come. Express. 694.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Down. 180. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Got a man. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it. This is Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm going to run you over. Shit.
On 2nd down, Michel. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Carr. That's complete to Sharp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Now, the lady, a Raider 2. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Hey, Delta. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll find Hall. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
29. Hey, wahoo!
Carr to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
What now? 180. Check back 21. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Right down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocking.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's Brady. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Raiders take over first.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Express. Hey, 734.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Get down. 180. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Express. 734.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Powers ahead at the 45. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Baby, let's go. Down. 180. 52 right here. 52.
Now they'll throw with Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Down. 280. Focus, defense, focus.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good. 185. 93.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, check first. Hey, Charlie. Cut. Hey, check first.
Now Carr again. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That's a what? Topper! It's a safety creep.
On second down, Collins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And a Raider first down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know, it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Jacobs. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Wait, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Silver, 72.
To throw, it's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 53, Mike. Rip left. 72.
Brady. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Got 4 down. My 52.
To throw again, Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And it's Michel once again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
At the 16.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
Now, the lady. 51's the mark. Here we go.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. They come out here in the eye. A touchdown is a must here, but of course beware of leaving too much time on the clock for Tom Brady. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wait, 20. Check pass. Say. Hey, Alabama. Check that. What Mike? Hey, Foxtrot. What's the run? Hey, they're running it. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 37, check 37. Slam, slam, slam. Check it, reload.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And that play